Hey, so today I will be making pastel de tres leches, or the cake of three milks. And to make this cake, you need these ingredients. So the three milks that we'll be using today is condensed milk, evaporated milk, and heavy whipping cream. Oh, and there's one more. Regular whole milk. But of course, this whole milk is just for the cake itself, not for the three milks part. The very first step in making anything is to butter your baking pan. After your pan's all greased up, you want to move to the oven and turn on your oven for 350 degrees. The first thing I'm going to do is measure out 1 cup of white flour. After it's all perfectly measured, as so, I'm going to put it into a sifter, which is in my bowl. I am then going to measure out 1.5 teaspoons baking soda. One, and put it right in the sifter, and 1/2. Next, I'm going to measure out 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt and put it in the sifter as well. And now for the fun part. I get to sift it all together. So now you want to take 5 eggs and you want to separate them into 2 different bowls. Once the eggs are completely separated, you want to put the whites aside, and you want to take the yolks and add 3/4 cup of sugar. And now you want to take your electric mixer and you want to beat the 2 of them together so the egg yolks are a pale yellow. So the yolks should look like this. Adding to the yolks, you want to add 1/3 cup of whole milk, and a dash of vanilla. Added, you want to mix it all together. Once that is all mixed, you want to go back to your regular flour mixture and you want to add this mixture to the flour mixture. Once that is thoroughly combined, you want to put this mixture aside and you want to go back to your egg whites. And now you want to take your electric mixer and you want to beat the eggs until soft white peaks form. After it's all mixed together, you want to fold it in to the other mix, and you don't want to fold it in too much or else it will get overly mixed and that's never good. So let's go to folding. Meanwhile, once it's all folded, we want to put it into our butter pan. Once it's all folded, we want to put it into our buttered pan. While the cake is baking, now we're going to make our milk mixture. So first, you want to take your condensed milk, you already opened it, and you want to put it into your bowl. Then you want to pour in your evaporated milk. And lastly, you want to measure out 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. And now, you want to mix it all up together. After all the milks are combined, we still have 1/2 hour left for the cake to bake. This would be a good time to clean your kitchen. Now that the cake is done, we're going to wait for it to cool. After the cake has cooled, and it did deflate a little bit, we want to flip it over. So And I'm going to take a cookie sheet, place it on top of the pan, and flip the whole thing over. And because we buttered it in the beginning, it should fall right out. It should. Ta-da! Kids, this is why you need to butter your pans. I'm going to take a fork and poke holes on the top of the cake. And now I'm going to take the milk mixture and I'm going to pour it on top of the cake. So after a while, the cake finally absorbed the milk. And now I'm going to make the icing. I'm going to top this cake with some fresh cherries.